Today, I'm going to show you how to make a great cup of pour-over coffee, quick and easy. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is go over everything that you're going to need in order to make that great cup of pour-over coffee. Now, this seems pretty basic, and well, it is pretty basic. You don't need a whole lot to make a great cup of coffee. But to start off, the first thing that you're going to need is coffee. You can't really have a good cup of coffee without coffee. So I recommend starting off with a kind of coffee that you already know that you like, whether that be from your local grocery store or from your local coffee shop. That's up to you. But the next thing you're going to need is some sort of pour-over method. Now this right here is an Osaka pour-over. It's a great pour-over method, looks really cool. Comes with a stainless steel mesh filter, makes for easy cleanup. On top of that, it comes with this nice little pot, so once you're done brewing, once you poured it into your cup, you can put a cap on it and save it for later when you need to top off. The next thing you're going to need is some way to heat up water. Now this right here is an electric kettle. If you don't have one of these, that's fine. We'll go over a little bit about other things that you can use when we get to this point. But if you think that you're going to be making coffee a lot or tea, I recommend getting an electric kettle. Heats up water super fast and it just makes everything easier. When you start talking about pouring, these little spouts really come in handy. So now that we've gone through everything that you're going to need, let's go ahead and start brewing some coffee. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to warm up your water. Now the perfect temperature range for your water that you're going to be brewing with is anywhere between 195 degrees Fahrenheit and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. I usually try to shoot around 200 just to kind of split the difference between the two. Now at this point I've already heated up the water. Right now it is sitting at approximately 200 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have an electric kettle, that's fine. You can do a couple of different things. You can either heat up some water on the stove, or if you already have a Keurig at your house, I recommend using it because it heats up your water fairly quickly and it puts out the water around 200 right out of your Keurig. That way you can just go ahead, hit your button, pours out your hot water, you're good to go. Next, what we're going to do, as this is heating up or as you're making it, go ahead and heat this up. Now, once this is done heating up, what we're going to do is we're going to warm up our coffee maker, or our pour-over. So we're going to warm this up for a couple reasons. Mainly so we can get this at the temperature that we're going to be brewing. When it's at room temperature, it's going to start zapping some of the heat away as you're brewing, so we don't want that. So we've heated this up, make sure it's nice and warm. Pour this off over here for right now. Now, you're ready to go. Let's go ahead and add our coffee. Now, this video is for those that don't have the scale. Now, I'm going to give some calculations as we're adding, but for the normal brewer that is just getting into coffee, this video is for you. So we're going to add 4 tablespoons to the filter. 3 and 4. Now, for those of you that use a scale for all your coffee, I recommend using a 13:1 ratio. For this, 4 tablespoons equals roughly around 27 grams of coffee. Once we have our 27 grams of coffee, or 4 tablespoons, in our filter, we're really ready to start brewing. So we're going to take our hot water that is now at 200 or somewhere around there, within 5 degrees either way. And we're going to just wet the coffee. Now we're just saturating the grounds just so that we can get a lot of those gases that build up as it's brewing out of the coffee. And you get to smell that first smell of coffee, always so great. So we're gonna let that sit for about 30 seconds. Now that our 30 seconds is up, now we can go ahead and start the rest of the brewing process. Our 30 seconds is up. Now we're just going to slowly add our hot water. This is why the kettle is really nice. It gives you a nice pour, and it lets you control your stream just a little bit more. Now I recommend kind of pouring your water in circular motions just so that you get even distribution of your water throughout your grinds. If you don't have a kettle and you don't have this pour spout and you're using, say, a measuring cup for liquids, you can do the same thing, just slowly pour it in there. So we're going to add approximately 16 ounces of hot water, which is roughly about 2 cups. For those of you that like the calculations, it'd be about 375 grams of water per your 27 grams of coffee. So total weight of the coffee grounds and the water is around 400 grams. So once we're done, we're going to let this drip for a second. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. So it'll slowly start dripping. It's got a really nice color to it. Oh, got a great smell to it too. Now, we've emptied out our coffee cup from the water we've added in it